All right, so listen, check me out. This is gonna be a spring break, success guide, tour guide, whatever you want to call it. I know I'm a little late because y'all been filling up Houston, but hey, I'm gonna save y'all in a little bit. Now, why y'all are going to Houston and packing it up, I don't know. But let's get with the first point. Your girl going on a girls trip. Now, obviously, if you're freaking single like me, this doesn't pertain to you. Buddy, trust me, hey, denial is the first stage of grief. I get it. But denial is also a river in Egypt. That girl's trip says something, especially if your girl got some hoe friends. Come on now. Don't play with me. Don't act like your girl ain't got no little slutty ass friends. And some of y'all's girls don't, which good for you. But if you think your girl might have some questionable friends, then she has some questionable friends. And they are taking her to Miami, Houston, South Padre, wherever people go for spring break. And they want her to get with the 6'6" buff dude. They want her to get with the even 5'8" streamer who got bands. And obviously if you have a good girl, she's not gonna fall for any of that. But I also believe if you have a good girl, she ain't gonna go down to no freaking Houston, South Padre, Miami girls trip. Real women know what them girls trips be like. And let's be honest, your girls trip is freaking stupid 90% of the time. Most of the time they don't really have a place to stay. They're banking on a dude really supporting them. Because that's what a lot of these girls trips are. They're sponsored. I feel like a lot of girls trips have some girl's dude paying for it. And you can't convince me otherwise. Whether it's her main dude, whether it's one of her little food and ride guys that she has, whether it's a dude in her talking stage who she's finna convince. And I'm not talking about all you women, so don't even trip. But your girls trip is a freak trip. Don't forget that. And if you don't believe her, fine, just be with her and let her go down to them girls trips. You're gonna feel the energy real quick when she get back. And think about it like this: if your girl is going on girls trips all the time, go on a guy's trip just one time, see her reaction. If she really don't want you to go, or she projects on what you gonna be doing down there, you gonna try to get with girls, this and that, she's projecting and she cheated on you on a girls trip. Don't forget that. And speaking on going on guys trips, not a bad idea. I feel like guys, we like to freestyle things a little bit more. It's a little less organization, but in my opinion, there's more execution or more follow through. So shit gets done. But listen, if you're gonna go down on them trips and you let's say you're a good looking dude, or you able to pull, there ain't no reason you shouldn't be wrapping up. Because these women on these trips, like I've said, are probably getting with more dudes than just you. So if you're into that lifestyle of, hookup culture, for your best interest in life, you should probably play it safe. And I know I'm not gonna give my opinions on hookup culture. Yeah, when they pass around them bottles, don't join in. Ride what they call riding the boat. Nah, don't do that. That joint gonna hit your mouth, yo. You gonna wake up, you gonna feel a little tingling in your lip. Gonna be looking like the Shea Frost after he kissed Selena Powell. You remember how that went? Of course, yeah, I know it was fake. I'm not stupid. But you get what I'm getting at. So yeah, be careful with passing around these bottles. Also, speaking of alcohol, this is what's gonna bring me to my third point. Getting into an alcohol-related incident is no joke. First of all, 1 DUI can cost a good amount of money. 3 DUIs is a felony, up to 10 years. Not to mention, some of y'all get a little crazy when y'all get that alcohol in y'all system. That Don Julio make y'all act a foolio. All I'm saying is be careful. This is a short point. I'm not gonna talk too much on that. Yeah, anyways, back to what I was saying at the start of the video. Why are so many of y'all in Houston? Houston's never been a spring break location until it seems like this year. Now granted, I just started living back in Texas again. So I was used to people wanting to go to Miami because I lived in Florida. And I feel like Miami was just always the spot. When you see those Riz videos during spring break, it's always Miami. And even in Texas, it's never really Houston. It's always South Padre. But hey, to each his own. I saw Houston was packed this year, but I thought it was mainly before the Houston Rodeo. And let me get on the topic of the Houston Rodeo slightly. The Houston Rodeo is not even the last thing that really proved it, but is just another addition to proving that every time there is something where people dress up, women mainly choose to dress in a provocative outfit. I understand the beach. I could even understand a nightclub. And I was used to Halloween. But now all of a sudden, anytime there are outfits involved, women dress provocatively. Now granted, I'm not talking about all women, so don't try and come at me. But it's so crazy to think that that's just where we've come in life. Now granted, I'm not too surprised, because in reality, most of these women, all they have to offer is their physical features. What they can offer physically is what they are best at showing. And that's why they go to these events. Because if they're wearing a hoodie and sweatpants, a toxic attitude wouldn't look too attractive. But a toxic attitude, you know, while wearing barely any clothing, being 80% nude, then yeah, that dudes are gonna go for that. I hate getting off topic, but that's just one of the things I've finally just come to the realization of, you know, not too long ago, but you know, it keeps coming back to me. But anyways, I'm gonna get off that soapbox. Now, for the people who this video is almost dedicated to, the people pushing 40 going on spring break, bro, give it up. If you are above the age of 25, spring break, in my opinion, really shouldn't be an activity for you. Spring break is for school kids, whether it's high school, college, middle school, or even elementary school. And those spring breaks look different. Those spring breaks literally just mean time off school. Me, when I was younger, I hated traveling for spring break. I literally just wanted to be at the house. Like I said, I'm an introverted kid. Y'all know me. But being like in your 30s, late 30s at that, whether it's 36 or even 40, and going down to Houston and calling yourself the final bosses, being outside, y'all know who I'm talking about. Literally grow up. Now, I don't hate on nobody wanting to go outside and have fun. Like dude Dennis, he got YouTube videos of doing spring break every year, going to the Houston rodeo every year, traveling and all that. And he's pushing 40. He's not, I'm joking, he's not really, he's 32. I was trying to be funny, calm down. But how you gonna go outside and claim that my girl ain't safe because you outside? Like, a lot of these men and women think they are way more attractive than they really are, or got motion that they probably don't even really have. And I don't think the reason people are hating is because of their age. Like, if Will Smith was outside having fun, people wouldn't really trip. If Kevin Hart was outside having fun, people were, you know, wouldn't really trip. But you can't go outside telling a bunch of dudes that their girl ain't safe and expect to live. Like, they're about to attack you on the internet for about at least 2 weeks, and then next year is gonna circle right back around when spring break comes again. Also, I can't even get over this. Going back to my first point, why is it that when women come back from these girls trips, they always end up having a bit of like a bash? Like, there's always some bad energy when they come back. And I never really looked into it, so y'all probably know way better than me. But one of my theories is, I feel like it's another example of women wanting more attention than they really, you know, need. So I feel like they go down to like Miami or South Padre, and they have one friend who's getting the majority of the attention from the, you know, the men, maybe two, and then maybe there's just one who isn't really getting a lot of attention at all. And I feel like that's where a lot of the turmoil comes from, all the dislike when they come back from these trips. Like, granted, yeah, I feel like a good amount of it is also because they're sharing a one-bed hotel with roaches and shit. But the female attention seeking thing makes so much more sense when you really think about the bigger picture. Because you got to think about it, a lot of women are really disliking other women or crapping on other women for men, and then vice versa. A lot of men like hate a bunch of other men because of a woman. So basically it just kind of goes all the way, you know, back to lust and stuff. But yeah, that's one of the interesting things I never really thought too much about. But honestly, to wrap this up, if you want to go down, have a good time, have a blast, come back, talk about it, post the pictures on Instagram, it's fine by me. I can't hate on nobody's fun. Like I say, I respect all grinds. And y'all got some advice from me on this video to not, you know, hopefully go all the way downhill. Whether you listen is up to you. I'm no professionalist or perfectionist. That's what I think I meant to say. I'm sorry. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you made it this far, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what else y'all want to see from me. You know, I'm just a guy, all right? I'm trying to get these out to y'all. Appreciate you. Deuce.